Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Good morning. I had to switch it up a little bit. Wow, y'all would never imagine. You would never, ever, ever imagine what the things that transpired in a very short period of time. How y'all doing this morning? Gather around the table of your own thoughts. Get your mind right. How y'all feel this morning? How y'all feel this morning? I ain't sprayed on my roof. My roof 540 in a minute, huh? Yeah, my roof 540. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. I know I'm late. I know. I know I'm late. I know. Listen, y'all would never understand. I don't believe y'all will ever understand the fight. Y'all will never really understand the fight, and it's okay. I don't expect y'all to understand the fight. My fight and everybody else's fight. But I be out here fighting. Feel like I be out here fighting in these streets for real. Like literally fighting. I be literally fighting out here in these streets. I can't cheat a little bit. Ooh-wee. And I be wanting to cheat periodically. You know what I'm saying? I think all of us desire, I think our humanistic desires propel us into new dimensions of thought. And so yesterday, for whatever reason, I felt like I just wanted some Popeyes. I don't know if I am I the only one out here that feel like, you know what I'm saying, periodically I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Every time I put something in my mouth, I don't want it to be, it's not going to be a full-fledged course meal. And I promise y'all, every time I step outside the boundaries, ooh-wee, I say every time I try to step outside the boundaries periodically, it jammed me up. And no fault of my own. I just had a desire yesterday to actually get some chicken. I just really wanted some, some Popeyes chicken. Like who don't want Popeyes periodically, And so I steps out for a second to go take care of some business. I look and see a brand new Popeyes that they just built not too far. I don't want to say which one it is because I don't want them to come for me. But at the same time, I stand in line almost wrapped around the corner. I gets to the window. I gets to the order spot, and I specifically say no spicy chicken. I want the regular chicken, and I also want red beans and rice. And when I tell you that lady specifically said, "You want dirty rice?" The spicy dirty rice? I said, "No, ma'am." I said red beans and rice. She said, "Spicy dirty rice?" She repeated me 3 times, even after I had said red beans and rice. That young lady still said dirty rice. And I didn't know. I thought I was actually being punked, y'all. I ain't gonna even say a lot of y'all. I promise you, I thought I was being punked yesterday. I was like, wait a minute, to repeat something usually requires your brain to tap into what that person is saying in order to repeat what they just said. And her brain would not allow her to repeat exactly what I said. And I kept specifically saying red beans and rice. Red beans and rice. And she still, so someone just told me, say, when I get to the window, check your bag real good. You just check your bag before you pull off. check your bag. And so I might need to do a podcast on checking your bag. You feel me? Like check your bag before you leave. You know, say the window. You know, say like check your bag. You know, check into the bags. Check your bag and see what you got, because what you ordered might not be in there. And so anyway, y'all know I can make a session out of anything. You know what I'm saying? My mind just tick broad like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful space to be. But anyway, the young lady, I checked my bag, and sure enough, she gave me that spicy dirty rice. So I specifically said, no, ma'am, I said red beans and rice 3 times, and you still repeated me with dirty rice 3 times after I said red beans and rice 3 times. And so, you know what I'm saying? I checked that. I got that. But guess what I didn't do? I didn't check the chicken. And so she gave me spicy chicken in spite of the fact I told her I'm allergic to spices. And so I didn't realize it until I went on down the street, round the corner, just happy to have my food. And I done got a few. I put my bag down in the seat next to me, and I proceeded on my way to get back to my business at hand. And when I looked at my chicken and bit into it, I didn't even look. I didn't even pay attention to it until my mouth started burning. When my mouth started burning, I'm like, she got me. I'm like, wow. I didn't check the chicken. I got the spicy rice out of there, and got the red beans and rice that I originally ordered, but I did not check the chicken. And so by that time, I'm miles away from the spot. So now what do I do, y'all? Do I eat the chicken that I know has the propensity to cause inflammation in my body? Or do I turn around and drive miles back to the spot in order to get the chicken that I originally ordered? And at that moment in time, can I be honest with you? Just that effort and the energy that it would have taken to turn back around and go get my chicken, the correct piece of chicken, I just suffered the consequences. And I ate the spicy chicken. And I can tell you, a couple of hours after I ate that chicken, my left elbow and my right wrist went into straight inflammation. And so I'm here this morning on assignment, slightly in a little pain. I did take a Benadryl to kind of ward off, you know what I'm saying, that attack. Because people that suffer with gout arthritis understand that we can't use spice. Spice is an inflammatory for people that suffer with gout arthritis. And so yeah, she got me. She got me yesterday. So my elbow, by the time I'm trying to bend my left elbow and my right wrist, I was in pain last night. And so but I'm here this morning, and I'm here. I ain't gonna let nothing stop me. I woke up. Did time look like it sped up to anyone else? I mean, time looked like it has sped up. I believe during that pandemic, they sped the time up because these 9 o'clock hours come around real fast now. Like as soon as I go to sleep, it's 9 a.m. So this morning I woke up at 9:01. I did not hear my alarm this morning because of the pain, and because of that Benadryl that I had to take in order to ward off. But I'm here this morning. I'm thankful for being here. You know what I'm saying? I fight tooth and nail for what I know already and can still fall short. If it wasn't for his grace and his mercy in our lives, if I know I can't even get a meal right without paying attention to every detail, even after you done gave that person that you have to trust the assignment to. You have to trust the assignment to the people. When you order food, you have to trust that they took the assignment and understood the value of the assignment. And you'll be so overly whelmed, overly saturated, and overwhelmed by some of the things that you will receive because they don't understand the significance of the assignment. And so it's a beautiful thing. I ain't mad. I'm not angry. You know what I'm saying? I just know that you got to look thoroughly across the board because of the people that's working behind those windows are normally kids. They're normally children. You know what I'm saying? First job in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to kind of cut them some slack. But the reality of the matter is, whether it was intentionally being done or accidentally being done, I still was affected by her not getting the order correct. And so, you know what I'm saying? I still had a choice in the matter. I could have turned back around and drove those miles back to the spot just to get 3 pieces of chicken, 3 pieces of wings that I ordered, the 3 wings and red beans and rice and biscuit, lemonade. But that is remarkable that it happens the way it happens. And so that shows me that even in the midst of our fight, even in the midst of our attentiveness, and even in the midst of us being aware, we got other people around us that's not as aware as you would like them to be. And so y'all know I can make a session out of anything, so I'm sitting here talking about Popeye chicken right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful space to be. I'm here on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am the individual here for no other reason than to provoke your thoughts and cause your mind and cause your paradigm shifts and your pivotal mind movements to shift into another higher vibrational conscientiousness. And so it's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful thing to walk in the awareness and to walk in your alignment and to walk in your openness to the atmosphere and to your chakras being open through a mandated perspective by which we are here in the hourglass to make sure that we walk open and aligned with the universe, you know what I'm saying, with conscientiousness and conscientious thoughts and understandings and comprehensions. And so we here for no other reason but to thought provoke your mind. You hear me? I am your intellectual content creator. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm here for no other reason but to do that to you. But as I this morning briefly started thinking about, we went through all the chakras. We're down to the last 2 chakras, last 2 main chakras here. And I just wanted to share briefly in your hearing and in your mind and in your thoughts and in your perspective, give you a certain perspective of this attribute, this spinning vortex, this wheel of energy, if you will, that will cause you the ability to enhance creative expressions. That's what your second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. Google it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can understand it. That chakra number 2 is the sacral chakra, something that we would call the sex chakra. Ooh-wee. We start talking about that. Everybody just freeze all up like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's the real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how you got here because you and your mom and your dad linked up and had intercourse. You know what I'm saying? So we all here based on that. And so we can't get so woo-woo based on the fact that you said the word sex, but it is the sexual chakra and it's a sacral, sacral, sacral chakra. It's also known as the sex chakra, and it's in your lower spine behind your abdomen. And it actually, you know what I'm saying, below the navel, you know what I'm saying? And so it's right there centered as a wheel of spinning vortex and energy. that we have to just pay attention to. And I remember I told y'all a few sessions ago that the universe said, tell them that the answer to your prayers might just be in the recalibration of your chakra, the realignment of your chakra. The answer to your prayer just might be in the recalibration of your chakra. And so I'm here for no other reason but to provoke your thoughts and cause your mindset shift, to happen in your mind and in your thoughts. Maybe even in your character and your personality type and your temperament might change because of knowledge. People do perish for the lack of it now. Don't get it twisted now. I said people do perish for the lack of knowledge. The words say that. But anyway, so, the element of this particular chakra is water. So if you need to align your chakras, I'm going to give you, like 10 tips, for healing and realigning and opening your chakra. And that chakra number 2 is significant because it's your sacral chakra. And then we have one more chakra, which is the root chakra. And maybe we'll tap into that tomorrow, for me to give you an understanding and comprehension of all 7. You got 7 right here, the crown. You got your 6th chakra, which is your pineal gland and your pituitary. That's your third eye. That's where intuition comes from. And that's the center of your intuition. You have 5, which is your throat chakra. That's called, the area of communication, where you can communicate with clarity and understanding and comprehension. It's through the expression of your 5th chakra, which is your throat chakra. Then you have the heart chakra, and that's rose quartz. It ran by rose quartz. It keeps it open, open for love, open for love, self-expressions and self-love and all that good stuff. And then you have, you have the solar plex, which is next. That's your 3rd chakra, which is solar plex, your solar plex chakra. And then now we're here with the sacral and then the root. And so I'm going to talk about those 2. But when the universe told me to tell you guys that under the sound of my voice, that it might be somebody under the sound of my voice that might just need the recalibration of your chakra, the realignment, the reopening, of your chakra, will cause your body to shift, cause your mind to be in alignment with the alkaline side of conscientiousness. And so I'm here for no other reason but to let y'all know that we here on assignment. You feel me? I'm here on assignment. Never mind me. Just let me do me. Understand and comprehend and connect the dots in my own life. Because I'm telling y'all, on Judgment Day, when you have to connect the dots, and then you're going to have to connect the dots in your own life. You connect the dots in your own life, then you'll be able to get, complete understanding as to what it is that he would require you to understand. And so I'm just here as your thought-provoking specialist. I'm just here as an intellectual content creator. I'm just here as with understanding and comprehension to go to the next realm, the next phase of our lives through thought. And so here it is. This one sacral chakra, it enhances creative expression. And so if you find yourself in a dilemma where you're not really having the ability to create, and not having the ability to cause a specific type of creation to come forth, maybe this is something that we need to look at. Because it does enhance creative expressions. And this particular chakra governs emotions. Yeah, it governs your emotions. And it's an overactive energy creates, overwhelming feelings and emotions, which can manifest into extreme mood swings. And when I read it, I'm like, wait a minute. I can see how some individuals have extreme. There's not just, it's such thing as a mood swing. But when you have an extreme mood swing from swinging up the chandeliers 1 minute, you know what I'm saying, of your happy and joy and peaceful type of thing, and you just swinging up the chandelier all the way down to you crunched into a fetal position under the dining room table, you know what I'm saying, crying, then yeah, it's something else going on there. Yeah, it's something else going on. You can't have those extreme mood swings and all this whole type of stuff that's happening within your body and your mind unless you start to check your sacral chakra. Ooh. And so, yeah, we gonna govern. We're gonna see what this specific movement of this chakra governs. But it's actually the center of your self-expression and joy. It's the center of self-expression and joy. It's your sacral chakra, chakra number 2. And so, we, you know what I'm saying, as we become more aware of this stage and our reactions began to expand, not only within ourselves, but we also reaching out to others. This is the chakra by which you can have self-expression, self-creativity, and then you can reach out to others because that means you solid. Let me tell you something about people that deal with insecurities. When an individual deal with certain insecurities, and let's say social anxieties. Let's just pull that out the hat. Social anxieties. People that have social anxiety, when they get around people, they kind of tense up and freeze up, and then don't know how to act, don't know how to be, don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, just vibe in the space. When you find individuals like that, it's a reason why they become timid or shy in the midst of other individuals. And so, you know what I'm saying, as a thought-provoking specialist, I'm here on assignment just to kind of provoke certain thoughts of mine and character and personality type and certain temperaments in the earth that we have to adjust to, and we have to acknowledge that they're here. And so, you know what I'm saying, for this to be the center of self-expression and joy, when we find individuals that don't understand this or can't, you know what I'm saying, produce these enhanced creative expressions, and you know, we have to just kind of be mindful. And so here's 10 tips. I want to shoot this in y'all hearing right quick. These 10 tips for healing, opening, and realigning chakra number 2, the sacral chakra. Google these things for yourself, babe. Babe, boy. Google these things for yourself. This is something that I'm learning as I go. I'm just taking y'all on my journey with me. You feel me? I'm just taking y'all on the journey of understanding with me, your thought-provoking specialist. I had to throw that in, you know what I'm saying? Gotta throw that in parenthetically, you know what I'm saying? This is your thought-provoking specialist, you know what I'm saying? This is Kendrick B. Davis Sr., you know what I'm saying? Your intellectual content creator. Ooh, that sounds so good. Don't it sound good? You know, I'm gonna have fun in this right here. Hey, you know what? Listen, since he done called me October 15th, he said, open up the laptop and talk to the minds of my children. And when he said that, something struck and hit home. And he brought me back into a place of my life when I was in the valley. I was in the valley. I was in the belly of the well. That was my belly of the well experience. And he took me in my mind back to that point. And it just made me realize that he was saying to me, remember when you told me, remember when you made the promise? Remember, I did a session on that. Don't forget the promise you made to him. Listen, we all have made promises. We all have made promises, and we all have said, Lord, if you get me through this med school program, or you get me through this master's degree, or you get me through this or you get me through this AA degree, you get me through this assignment in this class or in this career, or you help me with this promotion. You get me to the next level of my understanding through this career choice that I've made. And I promise you, I'll do this, that, and this. And I'm telling y'all this morning that he's telling somebody under the sound of my voice, do not forget the promise. I said, don't forget the promise you made to him now, because you're going to have to come back and honor that promise. And so this is my honoring of the promise that I made to him when I was in the penitentiary. Y'all wasn't there. And y'all wasn't, and now I'm on my assignment. And so I take this real. I take this with value and worth, because he said, open up the laptop and talk to the minds of my children. And so I don't take this for granted. And universe and you infinite wisdom, I owe you an apology this morning. I got up at 9:01. And I promise you, by the time I showered and got myself together, it was after the 10 o'clock hour. And I know that my assignment is within the 9 o'clock hour, and I apologize, and I'm asking for your forgiveness, because at the same time, I took that pill last night, that Benadryl, and it knocked me out, and so it kind of slowed me down. So I owe him that apology, but I also haven't forgotten the promise that I made to you. That's the reason why I stand here this morning in obedience to what I said to you, promise that I made to you, that I'll do what you say do, and I'll say what you say say. Woo-wee. And so I'm here on my assignment. So I'm here with self-expressions and joy, peace, love, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no major mood swings. I'm usually constant throughout the earth. And so I'm thankful that this sacral chakra is the center of self-expression and joy. And so these are the 10 tips for healing and opening and realigning your chakras. The first thing we have to do is create without fear. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? The very first thing that we have to do is create without fear. And so without fear of failure, you have to create. So if I felt as though when he first said to open up the laptop and talk to the minds of my children, if I felt like I was in my creative state of mind and I had fear to attack me, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. I promise you, I probably would not be here right at this moment. But I can tell y'all this, is that when he said to open up the laptop and talk to the minds of my children, my creative expression had no other choice but to come forth. And so I'm calling every individual under the sound of my voice that has a desire to create the narrative, create their own lives, create the ideologies, create the principles, create the objectives, if you will, in your own mind, in your own thoughts, in your own character, in your own well-being, in your own worthiness. I said in your own worthiness. Become worthy within yourself before you try to even manifest your worth to the world. I say become worthy within self. Ooh-wee. I don't know where I'm going this morning. Before you try to show your worth to the world. And so I'm here with my creative attributes, my creative expressions in the earth. To create without fear is the very first one that we have to do in this sacral chakra. And as you open and align and realign your chakra, then guess what? You're going to have to create in your office, in your life, in your career, in your church, in your mindset. You're going to have to create without fear. No fear of the results. Move forward in your assignment in the earth, is what I'm hearing him tell somebody on the sound of my voice. Move forth with your assignment in the earth. No fear. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear stands for. False evidence appearing real. And so we here this morning to repeat the second one, the second tip for healing and opening and realigning your chakra, your sacral chakra, is to repeat affirmations and mantras. I am who he says I am. I think the thoughts that he say to think. Think thoughts of blessings. Think thoughts of affirmation thoughts for chakra number 2. Affirmations for chakra number 2.
Here's a summary from Gratitude, the Life blog. Sacral chakra affirmations for creativity and sensuality. I choose to feel joy and excitement often. I am spontaneous and I allow my intuition to guide me. I breathe in powerful golden light. I feel powerful in embracing my sexuality, and more.
Okay. All right. There go your answer right there. Okay. I choose to feel joy and excitement often. I am spontaneous and I allow my intuition to guide me. I breathe in powerful golden light. Yeah. Yeah. Creative energy flows through me freely. I nurture myself emotionally and take full responsibility of my own happiness. My relationships are based on mutual respect and appreciation. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? Hey, look, these are just affirmations. Inspiration is always flowing through me. And I act on the great idea of I receive. Inspiration is always flowing to me. And I act on the great idea I receive. It's safe to get close to other people. I use social media as a tool to be uplifted and share positivity with others. Now, I can attest to that one. That is definitely a positive attribute in the earth. Maybe we have to use this social media to spread positivity, to spread light, to spread happiness and wellness and well-being, to spread knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and comprehension, to spread joy and peace and love, you know, to spread power, to spread certain perspectives, certain positions that we are in when we sit high but yet look low down in on this world, and we see the injustices and the inequalities and the I don't want to go there, y'all. I don't want to go there, but we see the inequalities. We see the injustice that our people have endured over years of these type of mindsets and constructs by which they placed here in the earth. And some people abide by 100%. And so, so we can understand and comprehend it all. And so the inadequacies, it's inadequate. It's inadequacies that happens to our people all the time. And so, saying it's just the reality of the matter. And so this fourth one is this third one is to sit with your emotions. And so some individuals, as you open your your second chakra, and you become more aligned and open with that chakra, you might just have to sit with your emotions. Call your emotions to the table. We see it? Gather around the table of your own thoughts and call your emotions to the forefront of the table. I say, call your emotions to the forefront of the table. Call them to the forefront of your mind, to the forefront of your thoughts, and bring your emotions under the light, where we can shine in on the emotional part of it and see why it is the way that you are. Why that you why can you go from one extreme to the next in 30 seconds? You got to be careful with that one. That would end you and land you into a prison, a prison cell. If you're not careful, if you're not intact and conscious with your emotions, yeah, that will take you from 0 to 100. You heard what I said? From 0 to 100. Not 100, 100. You be done went to 100 real quick. And so we gonna make sure that we are in attach. We're not detached now. We're in attach with our emotions, and we sit with our emotions, and we call them to the forefront of our minds and bring them under the spotlight. Ooh-wee. So we check them at the door, not the door, the door. Check them things at the door. Check your emotions at the door. Make sure that you operate within the right constraints, if you will. And so that's the third one. And the fourth one is to design your life. I think we just have to take our lives and really understand that we have full control to a certain degree over our lives. I believe that the story has already been written. Did you hear what I say? I said, I believe that the story has already been written. I believe that we are already here on assignment. I believe it's all already been marked out for us. And so we just here tell somebody, create without fear, repeat your affirmations and your mantras, sit with your own emotions, and design your life by which you desire it to be. Design it. Become a designer of your own life. Not letting the narratives of the powers that be or that governs you into a certain mindset, a lower vibrational attribute in the earth. And so we're going to have to break free and become and design and orchestrate, demonstrate. Design your life. Let's see. Let's see what design your life. Okay, check this out, y'all. Y'all know I don't profess to be here knowing everything there is to know. So I Google stuff right in front of y'all intentionally. Just let y'all see that I'm just reading as I take y'all on this journey of life with me to, help y'all through y'all process. And so designing your life simply means to design the lifestyle you want to live every day. Is there where living becomes a creative process. It is where living become a creative process and not an escape from reality. Designers usually design thinking to plan their creation in advance by understanding that the user's needs and wants. Understanding the user's needs and wants. And so the designing come through the lifestyle that you want to live every day. You got to design your life. You have to create the narrative, create the understanding and the comprehension that you need, that you desire, that you want, that you deserve. How about that? Create it. Ooh-wee. And so when you start creating, you're going to see a significant change in your thoughts. Designers usually design thinking to plan their creation in advance by understanding their needs, their desires, and their wants. And so we here this morning on assignment. We here this morning on assignment to tell somebody to design, become the creator of your own life. Speak your mantras. Speak your affirmations in the morning. Do your meditations. Align, and open. Become aware of this stage. Understand that this is the center of self-expression and joy. Your sacral chakra, chakra number 2. And then it also says eat orange foods. The first thing I thought about was oranges this day. But then we got other orange foods, and I know oranges are highly acidic for A positive blood people. We should not be drinking orange juice or eating oranges, eating tangerines. That is acidic. And so that's an acidic fruit in the earth. And so it hurt A positive blood people like myself. We should not be drinking orange juice. Apple juice is our drink for A positive people. But anyway, at the same time, it says eat orange food. So I have carrots. Yeah, you can eat carrots in the place of oranges. As a matter of fact, chop them up and make you a smoothie in the morning. You know what I'm saying? With carrots. Maybe I'll do that this morning. And then it says open hip openers. I don't even know what that means. Hip openers? I have no clue. Maybe it's in yoga pose. Maybe it's a yoga pose. Hip openers. Maybe the downward dog will open your hip. The downward dog will open your hips. And so when you open your hips, I guess it's supposed to help heal and open and realign sacral chakra by opening your hips. And so it says, allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I think that sometimes when people hear vulnerability, people think of weakness. But you can still have strength under control. You can be meek in the world. I believe sometimes I act like I'm meek, M-E-E-K. But meek is just strength under control. I say being meek is just strength under control. And so we have these vulnerabilities in our lives. We have these certain aspects of our life that will cause us to be vulnerable and understand that we don't have it. That our life here on this earth is nothing but a vapor. We here, but then we also gone. And so a lot of people left through that pandemic. And so I think death has really showed us, and the death but close by the scenario has really showed us how vulnerable we really are. Because it's transitioning out of this dimension into a whole nother dimension that we know of, that we know not of. And so, you know, that's a thing within itself, but it will require you to be vulnerable. Because when you know you can't bring your loved one back, like I wish today that I could bring Denard Bryant Davis back. Yeah, my son. And so I wish, but I think through his death, it showed me how vulnerable I can become and I can be in the earth. And So I'm here, even my mom, but I'm still here. And I'm still pushing forward, and I hope I'm still inspiring. I hope I'm still um, causing mindset shifts to happen in the atmosphere, even through my struggles, even through my um, vulnerabilities, you know. But I'm solid. Ooh, you got to be solid within self. Hmm. So you just have to be solid within yourself and know that you know. And so the next one is journal. It's requiring you to journal through this sacral chakra, chakra number 2. Get you a journal. Start writing in your journal. You know, I don't know if I do all that. I don't have a journal. I don't think I'm gonna write it like that. I think that's chick stuff. I think that's women do better with that. I think some women do better with journaling. I don't know. Some men might be journaling too. I don't want to bring it into what I'm saying, no gender specific situation, but at the same time, we never know. Some men might be excellent journalists. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think I'm a journal. I don't think I could write like that. It's just writing. But it says also the eighth one, the ninth one, it says sing out loud, dance, and be goofy. That's a way to open your second chakra, to sing out loud, to dance, and be goofy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it says as a way or as a means to healing and opening and realigning chakra number 2. And so the next one and the last one, the final one, is to get in water. So they just saying get in water. I don't know if it's shower water or whether you want to get in a lake or you want to get in nature or a stream that's coming down through the mountains. But it just says get in water. So that's another one that you can open up your chakra number 2, your sacral chakra. And so the 10 tips, real quick, is to create without fear, repeat affirmations and mantras, positive affirmations and mantras, sit with your own emotions, design your life, open your hips, eat orange fruits, allow yourself to be vulnerable, journal periodically, sing out loud and dance, and get in water. Seems simple enough, right? It seems simple enough. And so I'm here on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason to provoke your thoughts and cause the necessary mindset shift to happen in your life as I shift in gears of mine. So maybe I might be in fifth gear since I'm in my 50s. I'm in fifth gear right now, y'all. Maybe we got sixth and seventh and eighth gear that we have to tap into. But it's a blessing to be here. And I don't take it for granted and I don't take it lightly that I'm here in your ear. I said I'm here in your ear. We. So I'm here and I'm in your ear. And I'm on assignment. And so I'm thankful. I'm grateful to the universe, to evolve conscientiousness. I am just grateful. I just want to read this conscious reflection in your mind. This is an affirmation that you can affirm for yourself. I can handle any experience that come my way. Did you hear me? But you got to say this for yourself. I can handle any experience that comes my way. Say that for yourself. I can handle any experience that comes my way. I am unaffected by the judgment and opinion of others. I'll say this for yourself. I am unaffected by the judgment and opinions of others. I rest in happiness when I go to sleep, knowing everything is well in my world. I rest in satisfaction when I sleep, knowing everything I desire is already mine. There is nothing in the world that can get in between me and my vision. And once you start affirming these things in your life and affirming these thoughts in your mind and actually repeating them on a constant basis, every day, say, I can handle any experience that come my way. And I'm unaffected by the judgment and the opinions of others. They're insignificant. I rest in my happiness, knowing when I go to sleep, everything is well in my world. I rest in satisfaction when I sleep, knowing everything I desire is already mine. There is nothing in this world that can get in between me and my vision. And so I'm thankful this morning that I could say this and be solid, solidified in my thoughts as it pertains to me and my vision and my obedience to the vision. Because where he gives vision, he gives provisions for that vision. And so I'm thankful for the provisions that are coming down the pipe for me in the vision by which he's called me. He's chosen me. He's set me apart for the usage, to enlighten, to align, to affect, to cause advancement in the earth as we look and be attentive to our chakras. Because the prayer that you have prayed might just be the answers to the prayers that you prayed, might just be in the recalibration of your chakra, walking in conscious reflections and understanding and comprehensions. And so it's a beautiful thing. I don't take this thing for granted. I'll sit here and speak into the minds of the people as long as he gives me breath in my body. Maybe it might not be for this. Maybe it might not be for this time in this season. Maybe the blessings that I'm leaving will be left behind. Maybe I'm supposed to just talk and speak into the minds of the people that haven't even been born yet. How about that? And so it's a beautiful thing to be here on assignment, operate in obedience. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your intellectual content creator. Yeah, I'm your health conscious coach. I coach you into healthy thoughts, alkaline conscientiousness on all three components. Your spirit, your mind, and your body has to be alkalinic in nature. And so I'm here to give some conscious reflections. I'm here to talk, give you different perspectives. Give you mastered abilities to respond consciously rather than to react automatically. I want you to respond consciously. When that lady, and even when I got to the window of Popeyes and she said, "You said dirty rock, spicy." I said, "Ma'am, All 3 times that I said that to you, I know what I said because I know what I eat and I know what my body will be affected by. So I know that I said red beans and rice, but her mind wouldn't allow her to receive what I was saying. And I could have very well came at her from a automatic reactive space, but I didn't. I was conscious. I responded to her from a conscious perspective. And I was like, no, ma'am. Even though she was younger than me, I said, no, ma'am. I said red beans and rice. I know what I said, but her mind wouldn't allow her to understand it from by which I said it. And so it's all good. Don't let nobody, I'm here this morning to tell you not to let nobody or nothing in this world, no distractions, no distortions, nor distraughtness. Don't allow anything to hinder or stagnate or come between you and your vision. Envision it for yourself. Embrace your visions. Embrace your imaginations. Bring them all out of your mind into your practical part of life. They'll manifest. They will manifest. Call them out the atmosphere. Take it by force if have to be. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes they're not just going to come willingly. Sometimes you might have to take it by force. And so bring, comprehend, understand, move forward in conscious thoughts, conscious reflections, conscious understanding, conscious instances, conscious moments in the earth, conscious events that happens repetitively in the earth. Be mindful. Step outside yourself and look at the whole entire perspective. And then come back into yourself and then look at it from an intrinsic perspective as well. That's the assignment. You can step outside yourself and look at it from an extrinsic perspective and you can see the whole thing. But then you have to come back within yourself and then look at it from an intrinsic perspective and understand it from the inside out. I'm thankful this morning. I'm grateful this morning for being here as your thought-provoking specialist, as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm thankful that I'm obedient to my assignment. And I ain't going nowhere. I said, I ain't going nowhere. I said, I ain't going nowhere. You better put your hands in the air and wave them just like you just don't care. Let me stop. But anyway, it's a beautiful thing. I'll be going through these old major mood swings, these extreme mood swings. Yeah, I'm checking y'all. Anybody that go through major mood swings, I'm checking you. I'm checking for y'all. That means y'all my assignment, because I'm gonna show you how to create within the narrative and stay aligned in the narrative. Stay aligned in your understanding. Stay aligned so you don't jump too far out left and you don't jump too far out right. You just gotta stay in alignment. Just keep it in the center of the road. Because when you start dipping, dabbing too far left and too far right, you end up in ditches. You know that. We in Georgia right now. You know that. One wrong turn, and you'll be up in that little ditch. It's like a little canal that run on the side of the street. You got to turn into the yard. Like, you got to make sure you turn into the yard real good, or you'll end up in that little ditch right there. It's like a little ditch. They have ditches over here in Georgia. You better keep it in the center of the road and pay attention. Because at the same time, you will, if you veer too far left or too far right, you'll end up in one of them little small little ravines. And so we're going to keep it in the center of the road here. And just know that this morning, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm here on assignment as your health-conscious coach with intellectual content creations. That's a beautiful thing to be. Okay, I made it for an hour. I was just trying to, hey, look, y'all know I had to repeat some stuff so I could get in here for about an hour. Hey, look, I just said I would never give y'all under an hour. Hey, I never give y'all under an hour. So I'm here this morning. Thank y'all for chiming in with me. I got to go take care of some business. Listen, this morning I could not get my split screen to work like I had it the other day. And I could not get my TikTok and Instagram online at the same time either. So I'm working behind the scenes. I will get here. It's gonna come, y'all. Promise you, it's gonna come. Y'all be blessed. Y'all keep me in your prayers. Hotep, hotep, hotep. Konnichiwa. Namaste. Hola. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Namaste. Absolutely. Amen. I can say amen too. To the universe. That's universal conscientiousness. All right, y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow with chakra number 1, the root chakra. That's our last chakra. Like, realign your chakras, recalibrate your chakras, because that just might be the answer to your prayers. Y'all be blessed. Be blessed. All right, with celebrities and influencers, and I found out I don't need none of that. All I have to do is have a message, and I need the information on what to do. So listen, I'm about to be doing a masterclass teaching you for free how I built a 7-figure income with a podcast that light hit the way it was supposed to hit. Listen, I'm at home. I work from the house. I can work from home. I can work from anywhere. You can set up your computer and a microphone in the basement of your house like I do, or in a spare bedroom, and you can get busy, okay? Your message deserves to be heard throughout the world. I'm going to teach